Welcome back, Nerglings. Today we're going to be looking at some of the miniatures I'm going to be using for my Barocca series, or Building a Realms of Chaos army. Today something a little bit different for you. So I'm going to be talking about sort of making units pop. And by pop I mean sort of give them that sort of wow factor, or that sort of, oh, I've never seen that before sort of look. So this is where I try to include miniatures or sort of something in a unit that makes it look out of the norm, or sort of a bit unusual, or a bit interesting. And this is how I do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this unit here, which is, as you can see, a unit of Chaos Knights. So they're quite nice models. They've each got sort of, slightly different character. They've all got different helmets. They've certainly all got different shields. They've got different horses within reason. There's slight differences between the horses, but that's beside the point really. What I really want to do is make this unit look completely different. And by completely different I mean have that slight little hook that makes you go wow, oh, I've never seen that before. And this is sort of my trick. My trick is to use a model that you wouldn't normally associate with this unit. For instance, this chap. So from the get-go, he's on a different horse. He's a completely different model. He's all skin and bones, and rather than an armoured knight, he's some sort of mutated chaos champion. So instantly your eyes are drawn to him. He's sort of the only one of his type, and he's different and interesting. And if we have a look at him, we'll see that he's absolutely stark raving mad. He's just a big sort of head foreskin thing with sort of a gangly body, riding quite an illustrious looking chaos steed. And he's just completely different, completely weird, and he'll make an excellent sort of chaos champion for what would otherwise be to be honest with you, a kind of plain unit of Chaos Knights. So this guy will be sort of their leader, and just to give you sort of an idea of what he's up against, he's up against that. So together they rank up and they look pretty unique. I mean, I very much doubt that you'll ever see. I mean, sure, you'll probably see a unit of 6 Chaos Knights ranked up together, but will you ever see 6 or 7 Chaos Knights led by an eyeball? Probably not. I'd like to think not, because otherwise I think I've lost it. That's how I would personally make that unit pop. It looks weird, it looks kooky, it's certainly within the sort of realms of chaos type feel, and I think it looks kind of cool. Yeah. Okay, so how do we make a unit of centaurs pop? Now, centaurs are they're creatures of chaos, very much like the beastmen, and they're all kind of unique in their own right. However, what I'm going to do for these guys is use this guy here. He's not quite finished yet. I need to sort of work in some of the pink a bit more onto his sort of flesh. But he's a pink horror drummer or musician, I suppose, that I've sort of grafted onto the body of some sort of like fawn, or I don't know, I don't know what it is, maybe a deer or something. And he's completely wacky, completely out there, and he's got that sort of, I guess, that wow factor that really makes whatever unit he's attached to look really different, really interesting, and quite sort of kooky. So maybe I'd rank him up there, actually. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, something that draws the eye to the unit and makes you think, oh, that's really interesting, that's really different. Okay, so here we have a Chaos Sorcerer, and he's got a familiar, and the familiar is a completely sort of custom miniature that I built. I built him a little while ago, actually. Maybe sort of middle of last year, I would imagine. And he sort of, all he is an orc's head on I think it's a pink horrors pair of legs, and I just sort of sculpted him a bit of a bum there, and yeah, he's basically just a little familiar for this Chaos Sorcerer. Again, it's all about making something that people want to sort of take another look at. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and thanks very much for watching. Peace.